Hello and welcome to Marathon Recon, a mile-by-mile preview of the 2018 LA Marathon. I'm Martise Moore, the Run Faster coach, and today we're running mile 20, and I have the privilege of running with Min today. Min is a veteran LA Marathon runner who runs with the LA Roadrunners, so we're going to find out all from him about his experiences on mile 20 and other aspects of the LA Marathon race. So let's get started. Okay, so we just finished mile 19 and it's flat right here, so it's nice.
Absolutely. And up until this point, LA course is mostly rolling hill.
Yeah.
And you really have to conserve your energy up until this point. You have to be feeling really good at this point in order to face the challenging uphill starting at the Sepulveda.
Okay, so at this point in the race, like, how are you feeling usually?
Well, you know, that's the most difficult part for most of the runners is that you have to run a relatively conservative race up until this point.
Okay. One
One of the best advices I got from one of the more experienced runners is that your race really starts with mile 20. And that's about the half end of your marathon race. Your real race really starts at mile 20. How you finish your rest of the 6.2 is really how you're going to feel at the end of the race.
Okay, so have you had any challenges at this point in the race?
Oh, absolutely.
That you've learned from?
So actually, I am a relatively newcomer to the running, and for the last 2 years, I've improved quite a bit. But LA last year was actually my very first marathon, and this was where I really started feeling it.
Okay.
I was really hitting the wall.
Okay.
And this flat road right here, it was good, but right when you hit the Sepulveda, you start the incline. It's a gradual incline.
Right.
However, it goes on forever. It feels like forever. But this is the time where you have to really assess yourself, and this is a time where you really should be feeling good about your race.
Okay. Okay, so I know you said that you should be more conservative for most of your race before this point, but what's some other things that you learned because of this part of the race?
Well, here's the thing. Like this is such a beautiful, stretch without much of the, the hills or anything.
Right.
This is a time you can kind of check your form. You can shake out your arms, so to make sure your running mechanics are going fluid, so that you can really get ready for the hill.
Right.
I keep going back to the hill, but this is true because like many marathons, no matter what, like about 18, 19 is where most of the runners start hitting the wall, and conveniently for LA Marathon, there's a gradual hill coming up for about 4 mile stretch, going into Sepulveda and going into San Vicente. So that's what makes it even more challenging.
Right.
So, that's something that you want to keep in mind. You want to make sure that you're getting the most out of your running mechanics, running efficiently and economically.
Right. What about from a fueling standpoint? Do you think that?
Absolutely. So the fueling is another, very common mistake. It's myself included. You have to make sure that you're getting some sort of a fuel every 3 miles, in my opinion. And first few marathons, I really under-fueled myself.
Okay.
And that's one of the reasons why many runners hit the wall, because your body can only store about 90 minutes worth of carbohydrates. So you have to be smart about fueling early, fueling often, and making sure that whatever you're putting into your body, you can handle it during the race.
Can you explain to us what hitting the wall feels like? Like, what is that?
Oh, it feels like your entire body shuts down.
Okay.
It's like in your mind, it's like you want your body to keep going on, but it's like your body just does not listen to your
Right.
commands, really.
Right.
So once you experience that, before that, you feel like, it's the willpower. It's
Right, sure.
matter of the willpower. You can fight through anything.
Right.
But once you experience that, you kind of know, and you kind of understand what that is, and you live and learn. I think as a runner, if you're interested in really improving yourself, I think that's almost a rite of passage. And you experience it, and you kind of learn from it, move on, try to make changes so that you don't do that, next race.
Right. Okay, and that's why we're out here doing this reconnaissance, so you guys can get ready from a mental and strategic standpoint on how you're going to handle this part of the race, because it is one of the tougher parts, definitely mentally and physically.
And this is a great way to do it, is because visualizing your race, instead of thinking it as 26.2 miles,
Right.
You think of it as downtown,
Right.
Beverly Hills, Century City, San Vicente, Santa Monica. So
Right.
you kind of digest
Segment,
it,
yeah.
exactly, segment it out, and kind of try to enjoy each and every segment. Instead of counting miles, I think it really helps.
So why are you doing this? Why did you decide to run LA for the first time last year?
Well, like in the beginning, I really wanted to just improve my own health. And I thought to myself, I'm not getting any younger. So I started running. But as with everything in life, I think your purpose kind of evolves. And, as I started running, I realized the running community is such a supportive community. Once you're out there running, it doesn't matter who you are, where you come from, what your religion is, what your race is. Everybody just comes together and strive for the same goal. And I wanted to start giving back to the community, and that's the reason why I joined LA Roadrunners as a pace leader, to start giving back to the community. And also I'll be running a London Marathon for American Cancer Society to raise money to fight cancer. So
Awesome.
right now, mostly my running endeavors are both to not only to improve myself, but also to give back to the community.
All right, beautiful. So you mentioned that you are pace leader with LA Roadrunners, but what pace group do you do? Like,
So I'll be pacing 9 minute per mile group,
okay.
and quite honestly,
What kind of finish time is that?
that is 3:55. It's a very popular group because a lot of people want to finish under 4 hours.
Right.
You saw the popular breaking 2 attempt,
Yeah.
but for the most people, breaking 4 is a big milestone. So that's one of the reasons why the 9 minute per mile group is a very big and a popular group.
Right. So you have a big entourage. So we're gonna see you out there with like tons of roadrunners around you.
Absolutely. Well, you'll have a lot of LA Roadrunner shirt, and to be honest with you, all of our pace leaders are very friendly. And if you just approach them about goal pace, they'll be happy to run with you.
Sure.
They'll support you, and that, like I said, running community is such a supportive community.
Yeah.
So especially in Los Angeles, it's I really honestly did not know this existed until I started running myself. So it's one of the best decisions I made in my life.
Well, right now it is starting to be a little uphill, guys.
So it starts gradually here, and I distinctly remember a girl who was running next to me last year started having trouble with her knee, and we were talking, we're kind of pulling each other, and that's the thing, like you struggle through this once unthinkable feat, really, for most people. Running 26.2 miles, I mean, that's 1% of population actually completes the marathon distance. So just by finishing the marathon, everyone should be feeling very proud of themselves. And once you do that, I also hear a lot of people saying most people don't usually run like a 2 marathons.
Right.
Either you run one and done, or you run one and then you start running again and again and again.
Right, and you're the guy that's running again and again and again.
That's correct. And most of the time, I think, for the most part, once you run one marathon, right after the marathon, you feel like you're never going to run again. Right? But after that 1 week recovery kind of settles in, you're thinking, you know what, I think I can do better next time.
Right.
So.
And that's your thoughts this time?
Well, this time I'm pacing, so
okay.
You know, I'll make sure that the group that I'm running with gets their goal.
Right.
Really, that's the role of the pace leader, is making sure that you know, I set the good pace for the folks who are trying to break 4. And I have my own races lined up throughout this year.
Right.
Hopefully.
So when is London for you?
London is April 22nd.
Okay, so this is kind of a training race?
That's correct.
Awesome. What is your goal for London?
Well, hopefully I'll meet my BQ time,
okay.
Which is probably, goal is about 3:05.
Nice. Oh my goodness, 3:05.
Well, unfortunately, that's the standard. So
wow, man, it's really
aim
fast.
high.
I'm lucky that he didn't just zoom past me for the whole interview. But anyway, well, we definitely want to support you. We're rooting for you at London, but we also want to support your charity. So we're going to put up your link with this video. So please support the American Cancer Society. And if anybody has any questions about Mile 20 or any other aspect of the LA Marathon race, please go to GreenRunnerLA.com. And until next time, keep running, everybody. See you on Mile 21.